wasn't long before they soon began hearing adventurers cursing at someone moving through the mass of people. Stumbling out of the group was Cammy, holding a piece of paper in her hand. That's just going to get worse, not better, as more people enter this place. Cammy adjusted her outfit, looking back at the adventurers who were still trying to reach the front and select a job. As she looked at them, she grinned and held up the paper. It was still available, just like I heard. Abby moved towards Cammy and took the paper offered by the woman. She was soon reading it. Seeing her sister read the job, Claire was curious about what it was going to be. After reading it, Abby looked at Cammy, saying, "I can see why you went with this one." She passed the paper to Bill. Raising an eyebrow as he looked at his friend, Bill began reading the contents of the job. His eyes widened the more he read the job description. Raising his head to look at Cammy and then to Abby, "You sure about this?" "What does it say?" Claire hurried to Bill. Taking the paper, she quickly scanned the document. "It's actually great for our group." Abby nodded at Bill. Claire moved to allow Hannah to see the document as she read it. The first thing she noticed was the 5 gold stars, letting her know this was a job that came from someone that was trusted by the guild. Guard the supply cart on its way to and back from the mines, from bandits and monsters. Seeing the description of the job, she mouthed the words. Checking another section of the document, it was meant for those who were level 10 or above. Looking up at Cammy, Claire asked, "This says that we need to be level 10 or above. How are we supposed to take on this job?" Even though her actual level was 8, it was still beyond her capabilities. She was confused as to why Cammy would suggest it. If you keep reading, it'll let you know that larger groups will decrease the level requirement. With the 6 of us, the level requirement drops to about 4. Cammy explained. Noticing the missing part in Cammy's explanation, Hannah asked, "But don't we still not qualify? I mean, Claire and I would be able to do this job under that explanation." But she left out the question about what their levels were. Abby nodded. "I'm only a level 3, and Bill is a level 2. But I suspect that Cammy knows something we don't." She paused as though thinking, "Since you gave us this job to take on, I suspect that there's usually a large group that travels with the supply carts." Winking at Abby, Cammy grinned. "That's right. From what I was told, it's almost a guarantee that the number of people wanting to take this job will allow even level 2 adventurers to take part in it." Hearing that they'd qualify to take on the job, Claire couldn't help but smile. She looked at Hannah, who shared the same expression. "If we're able to take the job, then let's head over to the request counter and get approval to take it," Abby said. "Based on how long the lines are, I suspect that it's going to take some time before we reach the front." She began walking over to the counter to get in line. Looking at the lines of adventurers, Claire could only sigh. "This is why I like smaller guild buildings," Bill complained as he followed after Abby. "But then it'll just be more work for you," Hannah followed after her brother, trying to convince him that it wouldn't be such a big issue. As she followed after Hannah, she checked her bracelet for the time. "It won't be as long as it looks. How much time do you have until it's ready?" Cammy moved to walk next to Claire. "From what the person who is teaching us said, the process is less than 2 days. We need to occasionally check on it to make sure it's ready, but it's pretty forgiving thanks to the monster's blood." Claire smiled as she explained.